could see what I see, you'd lose your breath for sure. You are the perfect replications. You're the ones that I adore.
Om Shanti. Good evening. Greetings of peace to everyone who have taken all the effort to come in person, and also an international audience who have joined online from different parts of the Caribbean, different parts of Guyana. A very, very pleasant and a warm welcome to each and everyone. Today we have our fortune that we have Dr. Manoj Matnani with us, who has come across the 7 oceans, all the way from India, in Pune to be specific. He is a pediatric nephrologist. What does that mean? He's a children's doctor, but has a super specialization to take care of the children's kidneys. It's a very rare specialty, and has been practicing for many years, has written about couple of books, different chapters in book, awarded a gold medal, a national award for the dynamic person of the millennium. Along with all of that, he also has a love and interest to practice Raj Yoga meditation. For more than 20 years, he's been practicing Raj Yoga. And, when you get something, you want all your friends, your peers, your relatives, like, hey, I found this works. You want to share it. So that's what he does. There's something called as Vihasa, that is values in healthcare, a spiritual approach. How can we help take care of the people who are taking care of patients? So it's a program specially designed for taking care of the healthcare providers and professionals in whatever field you are, using values and spiritualities so that we empower them, so that we have a lot of patients to take care of patients, right? But today's topic that he's going to be touching on is called feeling great no matter what. We look around our own lives, we look around in the country, in the world. Well, as we're talking, it is snowstorm in New York and New Jersey. They're having like 2 feet of snow. There's so much of imbalance, so much of uncertainty. And when there is uncertainty, there is always fear. There's a lot of other insecurities that comes within. So how can I be happy? How can I be stable? How can I be still no matter what's going around me, what's going in my life, or what's going to happen in my life? So not taking too much time, a very warm welcome to our divine dear brother, Manoj. Welcome. Shanti.
Okay. So very good evening to all of you, and hope I'm audible online as well, equally clear. I'm quite clearly visible here. Thanks. Okay, so we have more online people than offline, right? And I don't know whether if I can interact with them, they have the ability to unmute and also mute. So just make sure that after you speak, once you finish sharing, you can mute so that there is no disturbance. And obviously we have audience here to interact. And the session, I think, will be for 45 minutes, the talk, and followed by question answers. And it's still 7:30. Okay, exactly an hour. Okay. So are you feeling great? This brother is always great. Dashrath Bhai, what about you? All regular meditators will feel great. What about you? Are you also a regular meditator? You're not? Okay. But you're coming here for the first time? You keep coming for the Monday talks on and off?
Yes, I do from time to time.
Okay. So you're feeling great today?
Yes, I'm okay today.
Okay, good. It's very difficult to ask it on a Monday evening because there's a concept called Monday blues. Because first of all, that happens on a Sunday evening, whereby you have to say, "Oh, another day at work tomorrow." And then now your day has started, it's almost 12 hours. And then you have gone through so many things in the day. I don't want to go into those because in Raj Yoga, in Brahma Kumaris, we are taught to be an embodiment of solutions, not embodiment of problems. So let's go further that, as Sister Kinri was telling in my introduction as well, things keep coming and going. Right now, also as I was coming, something was going on in my mind. I don't need to tell you what was going on, but things happen for a reason. So I like to use this word great as an acronym, and then we'll go on. You know what is an acronym? We convert that into a full, it's a short form, and we convert that into a full form. So by which I mean great is GREAT, and each alphabet will take a word on that and churn on it and try to understand how we are feeling great. So I think it's a beautiful life which we have been given, but we don't realize the worth of our life. Do you agree? The regular meditators as well. And I don't like to use this word BK and non-BK. It's a very, I don't want to categorize anyone like that. I would say the ones who are BKs are regular meditation practitioners. Quite a few are there online. You can spot them on right from their white dress they are wearing and backgrounds. They have all these postures of point of light. And the ones who are non-BKs are the ones who are just beginning their journey. So I would say beginners. So both are equal. All of us are in the same boat, mind well. If you're not able to meditate, that's perfectly fine because even us, the regular ones, find it sometimes difficult. So let's look at the first word G, that is gratitude. So ask yourself, reflect on it. You can maybe close your eyes for a minute and see, ask yourself, am I really grateful in life for everything what I have? Grateful to the Supreme Being. Ask yourself, what is the answer coming? Coming yes or coming a big no? I'm sure it's coming. Some have so-so, but yes, it's basically all of us are grateful. Because if you look at what you have in your life and compare your life with those people who don't have. So just to give you an example, you can do it on your own at home. You're grateful for a home, whether you're rented or your own, doesn't matter. You're grateful that you're in a good health. At the moment, you're able to do your job, your work at home, everything on your own. You're not needing physical support of anyone. Mentally, you are quite healthy. So on and so forth. You have attainments, you have a car at home. If not, you have money to use public transport. So many things you're having. So sometimes I think in life, when we are not feeling so very nice inside and feeling not very great, because the topic is related to that, sit down with yourself, take a pen and paper and start writing down your blessings in life. And blessings means what I have in life. And this is to inculcate what is called the attitude of gratitude. Because when I don't feel great, it's something in my mind is going on. Because feeling is I would say, a dynamic energy, and that dynamic energy is released from a static thing inside. So feeling comes from what? From a thought, always. I was just wanting to know, since we don't have many more, can we just shut that door so that the blast doesn't go, or you'll want to keep it open? Okay, that's closed, is it? So, okay. So there is the barrier, there's a barrier. Okay, the blast is not going out. Okay, fine. So coming back to this feeling and thought. So say today is 26th January, it's the Indian Independence Day. And we attended the program in the morning at, what was that? Indian Conventions Cultural Center. And one of the young girls over there, she was very happy because it was her birthday as well. So I always take this example. Tomorrow, say if it's your birthday, in the morning you wake up and then you say, oh, I'm feeling very nice. Does it happen like that some days of life? Maybe a Saturday morning, usually it happens. You're feeling very nice. Don't, and then you say to yourself, yes, I'm feeling very nice. And someone comes and speak to you and you tell them, yes, I'm feeling nice. So have you thought, why are you feeling nice? Because you've created a thought inside, which is a nice thought or a good thought. So always a feeling is associated with a thought in the background. It can never happen that I'm feeling not very nice or feeling good without creating any thought. So if I'm not feeling good, which means my thought is it's my thought which is having a problem. So I need to work on my thoughts. Never work on your feelings, because you can never work on your feeling unless you change your thought. And when I was telling you that to develop an attitude of gratitude, what is the meaning of attitude? Anyone? Online as well. And first we'll start with offline. Yeah, what is an attitude? Mm-hmm.
The way you look at something.
Okay, so to be precise, when we say to look at something, that is a perception.
A perception.
A perception, in Hindi we call it drishtikon.
Hmm.
So you're right. So you're going in the right direction. But before that, one step is attitude, before the perception. Yes, go ahead, Abhilash. Okay, I want to use the mic. All of you want to be speakers. Okay, good.
So
Speakers
the
means in the speaking mode. Yeah.
settled way of thinking, feeling.
Right. Okay, good. So you're coming there. So settled way of thinking. So he's come there. So let's try to understand. Thank you. Thank you both of you for sharing. Any other things from the online crowd? Well, can quickly mute and then unmute. Sorry, opposite. Unmute and then mute. Yeah, go ahead.
Om Shanti, brother. I think attitude is my behavior, according to my behavior.
Oh, okay. You've gone further down in the cycle. Behavior is something at an external level, and attitude is something at an internal level. And Abhilash pointed it out. It's a bundle of my thinking. So it's a beautiful cycle. You need to understand this, because this is the basis of Raj Yoga. I really can't change my behavior with others. I have to work on a deeper level, and that deeper level is attitude. So let's begin. I'll just give you and just go with the flow. So what I'm thinking about you, there's a audience sitting in front of me and y'all. So I'm creating some thoughts about you. So that is a thought. Just, it's not an attitude, so it's a thought. But the next step is a collective group or a bundle of thoughts is called an attitude. It's a repetitive thing. So if I constantly create good thoughts, say about Abhilash, right now, I had an interaction with him and I think he's a nice person. I interact with him. We have a good conversation. We keep in touch on whatever phone and etc. And we develop a relationship. And then my attitude is that this person is dash. And what is my attitude? It is a collective bundle of thoughts which I have created. So that's my attitude. So therefore, I was telling that I have to create an attitude of gratitude, which means I have to constantly create thoughts of being grateful. Then after attitude comes, as you rightly said, what's your name? Dinesh. So Dinesh rightly said after that he went into perception. So as is my attitude towards a person, so do I form an attitude. So do I form a perception. Perception means I perceive him that dash and dash, say Abhilash may not be good, that he knows, but I perceive him from my attitude that he is so and so. Opposite. I may have a very conflicting conversation with him, and then I will have an attitude and a perception about him that he is not very dash dash dash. So perception is my vision. And again, that vision comes from my attitude, and attitude comes from thoughts. So all go in line. And then someone spoke about behavior. Yes, it was Indrani Behan. So as do I perceive people? In Hindi, it's a beautiful word. It's called drishti kon. And kon means it's a conical thing. So vision always is conical. I start here and then I focus on here. So that's a point where a triangle or a conical thing ends. So that's my perception. And as is my perception, so will be then comes behavior. So behavior is always after perception and after attitude. And as is my behavior or as is my action, I'll create an action. So I form a habit, and then my habit forms my personality. So my personality trait, then decides my destiny. Because the more and more I use some sanskar, it's a beautiful Hindi word. Sanskar means my personality trait. The more and more I use some sanskar in my personality towards people, that shapes my destiny. So we started with what and we ended with what? We started with thoughts, creating attitudes. They shaping my vision and perception towards others. They in turn sort of relate to or form my action, which becomes my behavior, and my behavior becomes a personality trait of mine, and that shapes my destiny. So this is a beautiful cycle. Sometime we could take that in detail as a talk, thoughts leading to destiny. So you can imagine that if I want my destiny to be always great, I need to work on my attitude. And can I create an attitude of gratitude always? Not sometimes. Always. I have to. Because that's the way I will feel great. Otherwise, I won't be able to feel. And when I'm saying feeling great, again and again, I'm saying we have to work on our thoughts because thoughts lead to attitude. So we started with G. Time is really running fast. Let's move on to next. Alphabet is R. And R stands for resilience. Ask yourself, take a minute again, go back inside. Am I resilient? And if I can ask you, what is the meaning of resilience? Let's give the chance to the online people first, and then we'll come to offline. We'll go tick like that. So we'll start with online first. What is the meaning of resilience?
I
Because
think if
yes,
something happens to you, you get down and then you come above it, you rise above it
perfect.
again.
Yes. So you come about it, or be great than that, whatever situation. And in simple English, we put it to bounce back. To bounce back. So let me give you an example of a rubber band, an elastic rubber band. So you know I use the word elastic because this is a physical property of elasticity. What is elasticity? So let's look at if I have a rubber band, for example, a fresh rubber band or an old one. What is more resilient? Fresh one. There you are, right. So if I take a fresh rubber band, I stretch it, and then I leave it from one side. Obviously, it comes back to its original position, and it's a fresh rubber band which is like that. Now, conversely, take a rubber band which has become stale and old. What happens to that rubber band? It is not doing its job properly. So let's go stepwise. Again, I stretch it from one side. From here, I keep it static. I keep stretching it. It will stretch. It will. And on the contrary, it will stretch more than a new one. But the moment I stretch, it will overstretch and it's stale one. So what happens the first step? Okay, anyway, what happens to that? Does it have elasticity? No. It has lost its elasticity. Same thing, elasticity equates to another. Elasticity is a physical property. We are speaking about the human mind. So human mind, we can say flexibility, adaptability. So let us come back again to the rubber band. So I stretch it and I then leave it from this side. And you can see it remains permanently deformed. It remains stretched, and rather I must say overstretched. And if I overdo, if I keep stretching it more and more and more, what happens? It loses elasticity and it breaks. It can break off as well because it is not elastic. So I gave you this example just to tell you that in today's day and age, a lot of challenges in life. And asking oneself, am I really overstretching myself? Which means people say, oh, there are too many things on my plate. Have you heard this expression? Too many things on my plate. Then why the hell did you take so many things on your plate? I asked them. Well, each to his own. So I would say, which means you have too many things on your mind, too many things going on. You who have done it, no one else is asking you to do that. People use this word very commonly and use their WhatsApp statuses saying that. What do they say? Always busy. Not only busy, always busy. Now, I always like to say that every word has an energy. So if you constantly tell your mind, I am busy, I am busy, I am busy, What sort of energy is that? It's making you feel worse. It is making you feel that you don't have time in the world. And when I interact with doctors back in India and maybe abroad as well, people say that I tell them, come on, let's try to practice some meditation and try to de-stress y'all. So they said, sorry, we are so busy, we don't even have time to die. Someone told me this statement. I said, okay, do you know when will you die or when will you leave your body? They said, oh no, we don't know that. Which means I told him, you are trying to tell me that you are endlessly busy in life, that you don't have time. Okay, what about weekends? Do you have time to meditate on the weekend? Oh no, weekends are more busy. Don't you feel people say we'll do this on the weekend? They pile up their work, we'll do it on the weekend because weekdays are absolutely more busy. So come on, I must say, don't take it in the right spirit. I'm not trying to con anyone. Come on, who are we fooling? We are fooling ourselves. When I constantly keep saying that, no, I'm busy, I'm busy. So I always say that every word has an energy. So let's autocorrect our language. Let's not say the word I am busy. Instead, say I am easy. And when you say I am easy, you see what energy does that word give you. The word really is a beautiful word, easy, which means I'm available. I'm fine. And I'm able to deal with whatever situations. Because if you're busy, you can't deal. It's a rushed, stressed mind. But if you're easy, it is a stable mind and you can make your decisions. You can really lead a life with a lot of easiness. So that's the thing which I wanted to say here. So coming to this resilience. So if my mind is constantly stressed and stretched over a period of time, I will break, right? And that's what we call mental breakdown. And therefore, the root cause of all mental disorders is a stressed mind. It's a mind which is not able to take care of itself. It is always rushing. It is always busy. And moreover, it has not got the time for itself, the mind. So the audience who is there here online and here, can you all find out time for yourself? I'm sure you all are doing it, the regular meditators. But the people who aren't doing and want to start their journey, you're invited to, from tomorrow onwards, you're invited to start your Raj Yoga meditation course because that will really help you to develop resilience. And resilience also is a word which I would say inner power. It's the ability of the inner being to be flexible, to be adaptable, and people say go with the flow. So same thing, I would say that whatever challenging situation has come in life, which is not making you feel very nice, you have to let go of that feeling first. Oh, it has come to me. No, don't tell your mind that. Tell your mind this situation has come, full stop. Don't attach to it to me. Because when we say this is happening with me, I get very overworked. I get very stressed. So just say it has come to teach a lesson and it is happening, full stop, not with me. Try to become detached. We'll do that later if we have time. You detach yourself. This is the way to become resilient. You detach yourself from that situation for a while, and then you see you'll develop resilience. And this is a process. We use this process in our workshops. We use this in the form of a exercise called SOS. Have you heard SOS? Doctors writing SOS? Okay, no one knows that. SOS basically means save our souls. It's an acronym for that. But SOS of resilience we use is first S is full stop. You have a racing mind. Can you apply a full stop to your racing mind? Yes or no? Not always, but sometimes you can. Yes, so we have to keep doing, keep doing, keep doing. Practice makes you perfect. So start to practice this first S. We'll do that during the meditative exercise which we do today. Stop. And the moment you tell your mind stop, your mind listens to you. But it has to be an emphatic stop. It has to be a determined stop. No, stop lazily. No, don't. It has to be an emphatic stop. The moment you say stop, then you stand back. That's another S which we say, stand back, which means don't consider yourself to be in that situation. Try to go away from that situation. So if you go away, then you can do what is called O. That O is observer. And we say in Brahma Kumaris, we use this very often, detached observer. In Hindi, we call it Sakshi Drishta. Again, why I'm using Hindi words? Because these Hindi words usually, I think, they convey the message much more better than these English words. The English words are not a direct translation. So when I say detached observer means, as I said, it's a process. You can't become a detached observer immediately. You have to go through the process. So the first thing is say full stop, go a little bit away, which means stand back. And O is detached observer. And observer is just not observing like that, but observing as a detached observer. And when I say detached, what does that mean? People really don't like this word. They say these Brahma Kumaris or meditation practitioners, they make you very detached. And then you can't exist. No, excuse me, don't label us that we are making you detached. Yes, we are making you detached not from people, but we are making you detached from the influences or effects of people's actions. So say someone said something to me, like Dashrath Bhai and me, we got into a heated argument and he said something to me. Now, feeling great no matter what, does it work? I'm upset with him for some reason. I'm creating thoughts of anger, anxiety, dash, dash. It's a big list. I'm not feeling great. So I have to sit with myself, tell myself, okay, it's okay, Manoj, full stop. Stand back and observe this heated argument as a detached. So Dashrath Bhai was upset. That's it, full stop. Remove that was upset with me. That with me, as I said, remove it and then you can detach. And you can do that only when you are detached. In Hindi, we also say nyara, sakshi, detached from. So whatever he or she is doing, I should not be affected by that. That is called practicing detachment. So, my dear friends, you have to stay in the same house. Don't say that I can't stay with so and so because I want to meditate. No, you have to meditate amidst all that crisis which you are in, amidst all those different sorts of people who are in your life and they are pressing your buttons. Have you heard this term? People say, oh, he's pressing my buttons. But come on, I don't like to use this word. No one presses your buttons. People do things according to their perspective, according to their attitude, according to their behavior. We discuss that. But who is pressing the button of anger? I am doing it. I am creating anger. So please never point it out the finger outside because your 3, 4 fingers are towards you, pointing towards you. So, and never use this word, this one is pressing my buttons. No. Therefore, don't give your remote control of your life to anyone else. Give it to whom? Let's see what answers come. Don't stare at me like that. Look at me with look at me with love and
To
peace.
yourself.
Yes, good. Someone said that. Because some people say we give it to God. No, don't get God, don't drag God into this, please. He's not interested in all that of what is happening in our lives. So give it to myself. I have to practice, I have to press the right buttons. I have to make sure I don't press the wrong buttons because over a period of time, I have developed this habit of pressing wrong buttons. And you understand what is pressing wrong buttons, right? So if someone does this, our response is it a response or it's a reaction? What is it? When someone does something to me, is it a response or a reaction? Saroj Ben. Reaction, yes. Usually it's a reaction. So I have to convert my reaction to a response. And reaction is also called a tit for tat reaction. So I did this. Sorry, you did this. Am I less? So we say in Hindi, eat ka jawab patthar se, which means if someone is throwing a brick towards you, you throw what back? Something much more powerful than a brick. So at Brahma Kumaris, we are taught that can we just stop throwing around stones or bricks or whatever at each other, whatever someone is throwing, can I throw back a flower at that person? Is it possible? Not really possible, but you can think of it. If not throwing a flower, at least let me be neutral. I have to take care of myself. If someone is doing something to me, Let me not press my wrong buttons. Let me press my good buttons. Be a detached observer. And the last S, which I told you, we are discussing SOS, by the way, SOS. The last S then is called steering. And what I would like to add here is you can detach if you're able to raise your awareness or raise your consciousness from this level to higher level. So say when you come to USA, New York, Manhattan, you travel to Manhattan, at least in flights, and then you land, that's different. So when Manhattan, when you take your journey from whatever, JFK or whatever the other airport is, I forget. So when the, LaGuardia, that's the second one. So when you start the flight, at this point of time when you are there here, the flight just takes off a bit. So you can see the buildings look very big, the tall high-rise buildings. But the moment you take off your flight and you are maybe so many meters and feet up, all the buildings start looking very small. So that's the way to do detached observership, that I have to raise my awareness. As I said, it is happening with me, remove the with me, it's happening. And second thing is, I am detached, but I am not only at this level now, I am seeing the situation from a detached observer perspective, but I am seeing it from a higher consciousness. And when you see from the higher consciousness, then I will feel, oh, why am I getting so upset with that brother? He has said something, come on, let's patch up. And this is the way to deal with any situation. And then you see your feelings will start changing for that person. You will start feeling better. So this is the way we do the SOS. What was SOS, if we can revise, anyone from online? Because many of you are just off your cameras. I don't know whether you're sleeping or what. So starting with
Stop,
full stop. Yes, good. Please go ahead. Stand back,
stand back and observe.
observe, and observe as a detached observer,
Detached
from
observer.
higher level, not of
Higher.
this consciousness, a higher level of consciousness. And last S is steer. Steer means change the direction. You know the steering wheels in cars. So they are there to change the direction of the car. And for changing the direction, or to change, if I need to take a turn in the car, what do I need to do first to the speed of the car? I have to decrease the speed. If I don't decrease, I will be, I'll have an accident and I may cause a lot of damage, not only to me, to the surrounding people as well. So this is the way to become resilient. Like whatever happens, anything in life, apply this formula of SO and try to be resilient. Okay, I would request people to just switch off their mics online. Yeah, Kavita Motwani, because I can see you speak. So if you can just switch it off, your mic. Thank you. Let's go further. In great, we said gratitude. R stands for resilience. Maybe you can just switch it off yourself, brother. You know how to do that in the Zoom here. Kavita Motwani, if you can just, are you listening to us? If you can just mute yourself. If you all can do it here. Okay, let me just do.
The host could also mute her.
I'm not the host. So the host can do it. So who's the host? So Saraswati Ben, just mute Kavita. Yeah, she's already muted now. Okay, fine. So maybe you can sit here for a while. Okay, let's go further. We move on to E. It's already 7 now. E stands for developing an attitude of equanimity or balance. No, people ask us many times, work-life balance. I don't understand these words. I would rather say a balance of personal life and professional life. So many people say we are off track, we are off guard, we are caught off guard. We are always so much only in the work mode. This has taken a toll on our personal life. Do you agree? And personal life, what does personal life mean? Me time. And that me time means sitting on the WhatsApp and social media. No, people have taken it in a very wrong direction. Me time is finding out time for myself. And that me time, basically, it has to, you have to find out time for that. And we are not asking you a lot of time. In an entire busy 24 hours day, how many of you feel that a day should be 26 hours, not 24 hours? Which means someone feels we are so busy that the day should be a little bit more longer. No, you can't stretch the day, but what you can do is you can stretch your consciousness, which means say 8 hours of the day you're working 9 to 5, 8 hours you're sleeping, usually sleeping, bathing, all those etc. Remaining 8 hours at Brahma Kumaris, we are taught you divide your day into threes, 3 8s. So 8, you do your lokik. We say lokik, which means related to this body. You do your job. No one is saying that when you're a regular meditator, just quit your job and come and sit at home and meditate. No, not possible. Next 8 hours is your body needs rest, physical rest, eating, drinking, dash, dash, dash. That takes 8 hours. And remaining 8 hours, try to incorporate in your life a little bit of spirituality for the self, because we are not trying to do this for anyone else. We are trying to do it for ourselves. Is it possible 8 hours? Maybe a bit difficult for people who are beginners, right? You'll say 8 hours I have to meditate. No, excuse me, I'm not saying 8 hours meditation, but I'm saying out of those 16 hours in the day when we are awake, 8 hours we are sleeping, 16 hours in a day, can I find out at least 1 hour for myself? Possible? Yes, it is possible. You reach home by 6 or 7 or whatever time, and you have 3-4 hours before you go to bed. So if you feel at one go you can spend 1 hour and sit with yourself, meditate, we'll do that. And what is meditation? I would like to say meditation simply means taking care of your mind. And meditation comes from the word medicine. And medicine comes from the word mediri. And mediri means to heal oneself. So I have to heal myself. And as I said in the word, great E stands for equanimity. I need to know I have to balance my life. Because if I'm not equanimous, if I'm not balancing my life, then it will be tilted towards the wrong direction. All work and no play makes, you know the proverb. The same thing, every time I'm working, and play doesn't mean the play outside as children do. Playing of the mind, which means a beautiful playing of the mind is whereby I sit with my mind, I relax, I create beautiful positive thoughts, and I de-stress myself. So I have to create a balance, and this balance will come only when I find out some time for myself. And I'm not asking you to do 8 hours, I'm asking you only 1 hour in a day. So for people who have joined new, if you all can just raise your hands online as well by your virtual hand, it will be easy to know. I can see there are regular meditators there. Yeah, good. So thank you for raising. Thank you. So people who have joined online new, so can I ask a commitment? Can you all find out time for yourself 1 hour at least in a day? Yes, people have started clapping and they have started giving reactions. What about here? At least 1 hour, only 1 hour. Not difficult. And if you feel 1 hour at a stretch is difficult, try to divide that into 10 minutes, six such times in a day, whereby we practice this. We call it just a minute jam. This is a practice whereby in 1 hour or 2 hours, I'm so busy, I'm so engrossed in work, remind yourself or put some alarms in your clock, whereby every 1 or 2 hours, take out a few minutes, detached from same thing, SOS. Say full stop to your racing mind, stand back, observe it from a detached observer mode, and change the direction, steer your thoughts from negative to positive. When you start doing this, and this beautiful little exercise of maybe doing 5 to 10 minutes every 2 hours, it really helps you a lot. So that's creating a balance of the mind which has gone off in a very wrong direction, taking it from that, converting something negative into positive. And what are the other balances which people have forgotten over a period of time? One, we said balancing personal life with professional life. What are the other balances which we need to create? Anyone from here? And speak some terms which people can understand. Don't speak very hi-fi spiritual words. I would like to, yes, anything else? Any other balance? It reminds me, yes. Okay.
Yes, your relationship.
So balancing relationships with what?
Well,
With your work.
so instead of being so emotional and getting into conflict, if you take some time from those things and you piece out yourself, it will be a lot pleasant relationship ever.
Good. So ease out yourself. Good. So Amanda has said that balancing your relationships and trying to find out some time. Yes. So she's going in the healing mode. I recollected something, balancing extroversion and introversion. Do you understand these two terms? Yeah. Someone is saying being spiritual. Yes. And you use the word being. We don't say doing spiritual. We say being spiritual. We say human being or human doing, Dinesh? We say human being, we don't say human doing. But we are so much in the doing mode that we have forgotten that being is my true nature. So a balance of being and doing, a balance of introversion and extroversion. Extroversion means uh, being all the time physical about on the external aspect. Yes, I want to do this, I want to reach there, I have an appointment diary. That is good enough. We have to survive by doing that. But we have to find out equal time for my introversion. Introversion means it's a beautiful word and it reminds me of an animal. Which animal introverts immediately? Let him speak. Whenever there's any danger, that animal withdraws inside the four limbs. Online people?
Turtle.
Yes, turtle.
Turtle.
Someone has written tortoise as well, yes. And do you know that a tortoise lives much more than a human being, an average human being? Why? Because the speed of the turtle or tortoise is very slow. It doesn't mean it is very slow. It is slow and very lazy. No. Slow doesn't mean lazy. It is very stable. Do you see how a turtle or tortoise walks? And do you know this example always? The race between a turtle and a rabbit or hare. And who wins the race? The turtle wins the race. Though the rabbit is the fastest animal, we say, according to that comparison. So when I say turtle, a turtle, again in Raj Yoga meditation, we are given this example. And if you have visited any temples, Hindu temples, when you go to any mandir, we say a Shiv mandir, before you go into that temple, usually outside the turtle is kept on the side or in the middle. Have you any time thought why they have kept a turtle? Because when you visit any temple, what is that temple telling you spiritually? That the moment you are going into an area of high consciousness, temple means high consciousness, supreme consciousness. What do? Withdraw your sense organs from this outside world and introvert. So coming to the turtle, so turtle, whenever there's any danger, what does the turtle do? It immediately withdraws its organs inside. And it is said that even if it is a big truck fully loaded, a lot of weight in the truck. If it passes on the turtle is not damaged. Why? Because the turtle has a shield or it has a shell, which is a very rock hard shell on top of it. So can, excuse me, so can I develop a personality like that, that I can find out time for myself to introvert in between as and when needed, and become so hard from outside? And hard doesn't mean being a hard person. What does hard mean? Being so strong and being so resilient that come what may, I am not being destroyed. My elasticity doesn't go off. I don't break off. Rather, I make up for my whatever lost time or my lost energy. So that is what I wanted to say about equanimity, balancing between your introversion and extroversion, balancing between your personal life and professional life, balancing between your time which you give to your work colleagues and time which you give to your relatives and near and dear ones at home. So that's balance. Then we move on to another word, another alphabet. What is that after E? A. A is a beautiful word, which beautiful energy, acceptance. Am I able to accept people as they are? Ask yourself. Am I able to accept situations as they are? And acceptance, sometimes we'll take it in detail, but acceptance doesn't happen like that. It is a process. You have to go through that. So let's take an example, because we take the form of examples and try to understand practically. So say I'm sitting on a stage here. The moment I just step down, once the talk is over, I slip and I felt it's a sprain of an ankle, but I'm having severe pain and I realize I have a fracture. Okay. So at that point of time, people will say, or Dashrath Bhai will say, it's okay, all is good in drama. Now, people say that, and people say, oh, these meditators, they just don't understand. Yes, we don't understand. Now, at that time, when I've fallen, I'm in pain. Do I need this knowledge from you that time? All is good in drama. No, excuse me, I don't want that from you. What do I want from you? Yes, online. Pain, broken my leg.
That you give me a helping
Comfort.
hand,
Support.
You give what?
a helping hand.
Okay, you've given me a helping hand, but you're telling me, oh, everything is fine in drama. Excuse me, nothing is fine. I've broken my leg for no reason. Yes. Huh?
Sympathy.
Think of God, comfort.
Sympathy.
Oh,
Compassion.
Bharat is saying finger of cooperation. He's already given me a hand, not even a finger. I'm in pain. I'm telling you something. I'm in pain. What do I need that? I'm in physical pain.
Compassion.
Yes, fine. You have given me compassion, but you have to give me something else physically. Yes, exactly. How do I
Assistance.
know that you're having compassion for me at that point of time? Someone is saying, Doc, help. Wow, yes, good. There you are. So, good, your answers are not wrong. But the thing is, you have to support me that time with what I need. So, I need a painkiller that time. So, you have to do all the things. If there are no painkillers at home, please rush and get a painkiller. Can I go myself and get it? I can't. So I need your help that way. I need your support that way. I need your compassion in that way. So get a painkiller, let my pain subside a bit, and then you give me all this knowledge that all is good in the drama and all that. And never tell anyone, because we have this habit in Brahma Kumaris. We say it's a good habit. It's nothing wrong about that. That we say all is good in drama, but we should know, we should be tactful enough to know when to use this word. You can't tell me that time when I have pain. Let me settle down. Let me have an X-ray. Let me see an orthopedic doctor, an X-ray, fracture, blah, blah, all that. Let me settle in. If there's a plaster to be done, operated, let all that happen. And when I'm in the recovery stage, then you can tell me all these knowledge points. Or then I'll only tell you, oh yes, whatever happens, happens for. Complete the sentence. Yes, happens for a benefit, but that
For a good reason.
for a good reason, yes. But it's very difficult to accept that good reason that time. So what I have to tell, I always say, at least I can say, whatever happens, happens for a reason. Is that a good way to understand or to accept any difficult situation? Because when I say a difficult situation will stimulate my mind and make it stressed or make it relaxed. It will make me more stressed. Right? So at that point of time, I can't say that everything happens for good. So let me say everything happens for a reason. And the moment I create this thought, you see again, your mind starts becoming, again, you can apply the SOS approach as well. Okay. So I must say it goes through a process of a few A's. Acknowledge that yes, you are in pain. After acknowledgement, then you approve of it. Never give an energy of disapproval. I have broken my leg. For new people who have just entered, we are discussing an example where I step down and I break my leg. So acknowledge, yes, I have broken my leg. It's a fracture. I have to take some treatment. Approve of the situation. Approve means approve and disapprove. Because when I'm in pain, what energy am I creating? Approval or disapproval? Disapproval. Hi, I'm in pain. So let me convert it from disapproval to approval. And third thing is then I'll be able to accept that situation. And finally, another A where I'll be able to appreciate, because it's a journey from acknowledgement to approval, acceptance, and then appreciation. So if I can do these A's, which means I'm feeling great no matter what. So have I accepted in life? Yes. This thing has happened with me for a reason. Why did it happen now? I don't know, but time will tell me why. And then people say, oh yes, when I was at home with a plaster, I was immobilized, say for 2 or 4 weeks. It was good for me. Why? I was able to
Meditate.
complete. Yes, who's that meditation one? Very good answer. I was able to give some more time for meditation. I was able to introvert. I was able to pick up on a hobby. For example, it was some book which I was supposed to read, but I couldn't find out time. But now I'm able to read that, and I have really got that time to do. And then we say, oh, yes, good, this happened in my life, right? Okay, so here is A. And then in the great word, what is the last alphabet? T. So remember, T is time. Time is ticking away. Time and tide wait for no one. And I would rather add another T to it, tranquility. So as the time is passing by, outside, you can see in the world, things are changing at a very fast pace, right? You have so many, I'm not going to name any political leader, and you also don't name. There are so many political leaders in different superpowers of the country who are really who are really making you feel that yes, this world is not going to last for a long time, right? Okay, anyway, day follows night, night follows day, right? Now it's night, soon there'll be day. Will there be any other day like that where there'll be no day after the night? No, it's a cycle. So at Brahma Kumaris, we always try to understand and try to teach this to people that time is a cyclic phenomenon. It's not a linear phenomenon. So at the moment, what is, so others won't answer, the people, Dinesh can answer. What age are we going through? What is the name of this age called? Pakka? Confirmed? Yes, okay. And I would say, no, it is Satyug for me. I'm having all the comfort, nice air-conditioned breeze is going on. But is it Kalyug really? It's not Kalyug. Someone is saying no. Okay, it's not Kalyug. Okay, then what it is? Don't tell me Sangam Yuga and all that. Don't confuse people. But anyway, so you're right. We are
Time
going.
so I can work on myself.
Yes, we are going through a very dark age. And when I say dark age means an age where there's a lot of negativity, there's a lot of ignorance, there's a lot of, all the five vices are at its peak level. And the people are undergoing all those five vices in their interactions as well. Agreed? So it's an age where I have really now got so much, I really exhausted my inner resources. And now I need to go back to the age where there's a golden age, which is opposite of this age. And that age is coming. So if I have to go into such age, even if you don't want to go, that's fine. But the time is changing. And remember, that time is very nearby when this entire world, another T will take place. We don't say destruction, we say transformation. Transformation happens from something negative to positive. So this Iron Age or Kali Yuga would be converted into something called Satyuga or Golden Age. And that is an age, I'm not going to tell you the details now, but if I have to go to that age, I have to work on myself. And working on myself, which means taking out some time for myself, feeling great no matter what, which means let's revise because it's already getting 7:20. GREAT. So have G stands for, you forgot? Gratitude. So let me develop an attitude of gratitude, and this will help me to count my blessings in life and shun away whatever is not available, but look at my attainments, what I have. R stands for becoming resilient. Resilient. We went through an entire exercise of SOS. SOS is a visualization exercise. Stand back, stop and stand back. Observe it from a detached observer seat and steer, change the direction. Then we said we need to have equanimity. E stands for equanimity or balance. Balancing your personal life with your professional life. Balancing your extroverted lifestyle along with your introverted lifestyle. And we have to find out time for that again. A stands for acceptance. And we went through that process. We took the example of I breaking my leg. We started with acknowledging. So acknowledge when you're not feeling great. First step is acknowledge. Yes, I'm not feeling great. Fine. Then approve. Anything negative has happened, approve of it first. Fine, it has happened. Now let me sit and decide what I want to do further. Once you give an energy of approval, then you can go in the acceptance mode, and then you can appreciate whatever is happening in life is happening for a reason, not happening for best or good. Yes, it is happening for good or best. As you become a regular meditator, you'll start seeing whatever is happening for the best, not even good, for the best. But for the moment to start with, let me accept that it's happening for a reason. So acceptance. And last T I said is time. Time, tranquility, and transformation. We are going through a time where transformation is imminent. Even if I say, or people feel, oh, it's very hypothetical. At Brahma Kumaris, we are taught that a time will come where there'll be golden age. So people say it's okay. We say fine. You don't accept that. That's fine. But at least, do you like the things which we speak at Brahma Kumaris? There you are. That's it. Forget the time. So at least work on yourself. Try to make things positive, and then feeling great no matter what, which is today's topic, will become. So go through that time and experience tranquility. What is tranquility? Peace, calm, serenity. So we'll do that right now. We have exactly 10 minutes. I think we have to close at 7:30. Yeah. So it's 7:20. We have to find out some time for meditation as well. So maybe in the next few minutes, we can take a few question answers, because I don't want to leave you with question answers. I want to leave you in a meditative mode. So let us do the questions first, and then we'll go in the meditation. So any questions here from the audience here? If not, which means either everything is understood or dash dash. I'm not saying that word, or nothing is understood. No, it's not like that. Because what I have been discussing with you, I have not taught you anything. We are just discussing or sharing something from our life experiences, some tips and tricks of how to really feel great no matter whatever the situation is outside. Okay, you still have some time. Don't shy away from asking questions. Any idea in tranquility? Is that the question? iPhone is asking. Yeah, so I didn't understand what is the meaning of any idea in tranquility, but I mean to say that we'll experience tranquility. Once you realize, you go through these steps: gratitude, being resilient, having a balance of life, equanimity, accepting things, and seeing the time cycle, what we are going through, and the transformation taking place. Okay, I didn't elaborate on that word tranquility. The person is saying that. So tranquility comes from GREA. All those, whatever we discussed, it gives my racing mind a full stop. And then meditation helps you to go more in the tranquility mode. So I purposely didn't speak about it a lot, because I need you all to experience that. We'll be experiencing that in a while. So I hope it answers your question. Right. And I can just see if any messages pop up in the chat box. If not, let's move into the meditation mode. So I would request all of you all now to sit straight wherever you all are, in your Zoom rooms as well. We have an offline audience here as well. And I don't think we have we can't play some music. It's okay. So let's sit in this silence, and whatever we have heard, now we'll try to go in the practical mode. And in this meditation mode, I will request you all to just follow my guided suggestions, which I'm giving you. And let's go with that flow. So do we have some music if you want to on, Nandi Ben, if you can do that? So all of you who are in the online mode, request you all to just sit down wherever you are. Don't be in the walking and talking mode. So just sit down, make sure your mics are off. And let's begin. As you sit back, relax your body, taking a few deep breaths in and out. And relax your body, relax. As you breathe in deeply and breathe out deeply, relax your body. As your body breathe out.
If you could see what I see,
Commentary.
you'd lose your breath for sure.
Stop that, whatever you have started. Yeah, sorry for that. So let's be in silence. And as you're relaxing now your body, you'll see that your mind has also started relaxing. Relax your mind, relax. Your mind may still be thinking about something else from outside, but gently tell your mind, my dear friend, let me come back. And your mind listens to you because it's your best friend forever. So now, in this relaxed and focused state of mind, stabilize your consciousness in this one powerful thought. I am a peaceful being. And thoughts of peace, as you create this thought, you're feeling very, very nice, calm, and serene. This thought is filled with tranquility, with serenity and calmness. And what a beautiful feeling it is to experience one's original nature of peace. Peace is my original nature. Peace, nothing but peace, is my true nature. And compare your state of mind now to how you're feeling to before the program began. You're definitely feeling more tranquil now. Because you have found out time for the self. Now let's take the second step in meditation. Just as I have realized my original peaceful nature, that I am a being of peace, in a similar way, let me connect to the another energy, the supreme energy, God, Ishwar, Allah, Yehovah, whatever name you want to call it. That is the supreme energy. It's the ocean of peace. It is the source of all the peace I'm looking for in the world. And visualize that on the top of your heads as a light, the divine supreme light. And visualize rays of peace emerging from that and entering your system and making you feel more and more peaceful. You are now experiencing the depths of peacefulness. You've immersed yourself in the ocean of peace. And see now and feel now for yourself that in this stage, what you're experiencing now, nothing seems to disturb you. It feels as if time has paused, has halted.
हर शिव की याद रहेगी तब आँखों में समाया वो होगा हम धन्य तभी बन पाएंगे जब ऐसा प्रिय जीवन होगा यहाँ हमारा तन होगा वहाँ हमारा मन होगा जहाँ होता है मानव का धन वही होता है उसका मन इसलिए परमात्मा ने बताया मुझसे लगा लो अपना मन हम सा नहीं कोई जमाने में रचना रचता का ज्ञान जिसे पर ऐसा भी बनना होगा नहीं कभी अभिमान जिसे यहाँ हमारा तन होगा वहाँ हमारा मन होगा ये दुनिया तो मायावी है माया से भला कैसी यारी अपने तो दो ही ठिकाने हैं वैकुंठ दुनिया निराकारी धुंधला सा अंधियारा है दीपक से उजियारा होगा ये आँख भी तन का दीपक है ये ज्ञान जीवन दीपक होगा यहाँ हमारा तन होगा वहाँ हमारा मन होगा हर शिव की याद रहेगी तब आँखों में समाया वो होगा हम धन्य तभी बन पाएंगे जब ऐसा प्रिय जीवन होगा यहाँ हमारा तन होगा वहाँ हमारा मन होगा
So, as we continue in our meditation, we were experiencing this inner tranquility, being connected with the ocean of peace. Let us, in this beautiful state of mind which we are experiencing, all of us, let's quickly recap what we spoke in the last hour. Let's develop this attitude of gratitude, being grateful for whatever we have in life. Try to develop resilience, that is, adaptability and flexibility in any situation. Come what may, I have to take care of my mind. Accept people and situations as they are. strike a beautiful balance between what I am doing and what I am being. So I perfectly balance my actions, the doing part, with my being aspect, which is the feeling level. And finally realize that the time period which we are in is full of challenging moments in life. But having realized my true inner nature and potential, and having connected to the ocean of powers and virtues, I will be able to overcome everything. But the most important is I am responsible for taking care of my mind. And if I keep revising this on and on, I would really be able to feel great no matter what. Om Shanti. So thank you all of you for your interaction. And I think with this we close. Thank you. So we'll have a few announcements. Oh, it's all done? Okay, fine. So we close the session and see you all soon later.
Thank you.